banged him and knocked it free.
Tony Eason, play action fake. He's going to go for the quick score, throwing for his tight end. Incomplete. Lynn for the Dawson injury. Eason over the middle to Morgan, through his hands, and he had a touchdown. Mike Singletary, the middle linebacker, may have gotten a piece of the ball in flight.
One of the things that makes Mike Singletary a great linebacker is his quickness in getting back into coverage. Look at the way he goes back to help Leslie Frazier here. Arriving at the last second and reaching in. I don't think he got a piece of that ball, but he bothered the receiver, the normally reliable Stanley Morgan, who was thinking touchdown all the way.
Eason's first two passes have been right on target to Dawson and Morgan, but shows nothing for it out of the shotgun. Here comes the rush. Open is starring, incomplete in the end zone. Remember now he's working with one tight end, Derek Ramsey, lined up on the right side. Collins in motion. Eason overshoots his man, starring at the 40 of the Bears. In action. Another play action. That freezes the defense, and then the pass is poor. Stanley Morgan was open at the 46, incomplete. And 10. The Patriots, a running team, have done nothing but pass in this first quarter. And so it is. And Eason will eat it. He was sacked 6 times in the second game of the year by the Bear defense. He's down for the first time today. Dent and Marshall in Buddy Ryan's defense get the sack.
Watch the two defensive linemen inside, driving to this side, and coming from here around the other side, a defensive lineman that's going to pop free. Or make that Wilber Marshall, number 58, a linebacker who gets wide open up the middle. And that's the way they'll do it. They simply overman you. You haven't got enough bodies to...
On the ground to Craig James. Caught in the backfield. And a fumble, and the Bears have it again. Richard Dent appeared to be the man who... James. Gary Fensick was there as well, and the ball is in the hands of the Bears inside the 15.
Buddy Ryan's attacking defense. I think he's talked to them and said, hey, these Patriots have been stripping the ball away. Let's strip it ourselves. 95 attacks the football. Look at him right here, just stripping it away from James and dropping it down. Fensick there quickly to get his hands on it.
We told you that Dent led the NFL with 17 sacks. He also led the Bears with 7 forced fumbles with plays like this. And he's given the offense another golden opportunity. 6-3, Bears lead and
go the other direction.
James gets the call, and he's out to the 27 of the Bear. Goes back to 1100 AD to an Irish king man, the Bear. Eason knocked away. A good play by Mike Richardson at the left corner, intended for Stanley Morgan. Steve. There's Buddy Ryan. Interesting interview with him. Ahmad Rashad in the pregame show. He's outspoken. Eason to Greg Hawthorne, and on his back is Dan Hampton. Hampton not fooled a bit, and the giant M from Arkansas registers another loss.
Big Dan Hampton right in the middle of that defensive line. 99. Watch him here around Pete Brock, number 58. And they almost had that play popped to the outside. They were going to hand it off to Hawthorne in motion. But Hampton.
Tight end along with Emery Moorhead. Both tight ends wound up helping out on that hole as well. Craig James, a yard. Tennis pool without a first down. 2nd and 9. Collins. He's dropped, no gain. Wilber Marshall, in fact, a 2-yard loss is how they bring up those 8 men at or near the line of scrimmage. Eason out of the shotgun, and here they come. Oh, my. Otis Wilson, a Pro Bowl.
Back out. Oh, Grogan's out there.
Steve Grogan, the veteran from Kansas State, playing on a knee that is hardly 100%. The veteran, and he chases the fly swat. It was wide open. That ball was up for grabs, and no one saw it.
Rich got it and headed in for a touchdown.
Second and 10 for Grogan. Completes it to Collins. And Tony Collins is into Bears territory.
What's he going to do out of the shotgun here? He's going the long one.
That was an 8-yard gain, the longest of the game for New England. Third and 2 to James. Good move by James and a first down. The first
Out those shots if he can complete the passes. He is tough.
their first down. Now it's Tony Collins. And the blade, as they call him, because of the way he chops down.
And Mike Richardson is on one side, but Frazier is out of the game. So they got a replacement over there in his place. Phillips.
48, Reggie Phillips. Second and long for Grogan. There he is. Throws the quickie to Derek Ramsey, but well covered. Wilbur Marshall. And 7. And he had to throw it away as that 46 defense just.
Hey, and Brock, they're not quitters. This New England team has fought through some tough times during the year. This is maybe the toughest they've looked at all year.
Yeah, they were the long shots. Going into the playoffs and 3 upset wins. The quickie is to Morgan, and he's ripped out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Reggie Phillips, an offensive fan. And the second first down of the game is Tony. Redskins had only 9 first downs. Grogan tastes the bite of that defensive rush. Steve McMichael.
The first play of the second half, but now he's facing long yardage situation. The Bears defense favored kind of yardage.
Second and 20. Here they come. A jailbreak. Wilson and Hampton this time.
Too. He is really a favorite with them.
No, I say that in a positive way. It sounds like a knock on him, but he's a tough guy. And
It's not a
boys'
knock
game.
on me.
I got to go home with you. James. Second and 10 for Grogan. Down 30-3. James gets 2. Give James 3 on that carry. Here they come. And intercepted for a touchdown, the rookie Reggie Phillips. He wanted Buddy Ryan to stay. He was going to be swept out with Armstrong. Long to Morgan and broken up by Mike Richardson at the last moment.
Just as a tag to that story, Mike Ditka was not terribly happy that he couldn't choose all of his own staff. But let's look at Morgan on that play, working man-to-man on Richardson with time for Grogan. He gets that ball deep, but Richardson again closes as that ball slightly underthrown. He gets his hands on it and knocks it away.
Well, we start to deal in those kinds of statistics, and we're only 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Could be the biggest rout in history. Has all the earmarks, doesn't it? Complete, and then a fumble, and the Bears have it again. Wilbur Marshall at the 40. Marshall laterals to Wilson. Hello. And Farley Wilson down at the 38. And they're playing playground with the Patriots now. Cedric Jones belted after making that catch, and the Bears have another turnover.
Grogan did his part, got the ball downfield, had enough yardage for the first down, but Cedric Jones is just going to take a real hit right there. Bam! Fencing, number 45, looked like he'd been fired out of a cannon. That ball took one hop, and Marshall, who has great speed for a linebacker, that looks like a little rugby going on there, Dick.
Oh my. So the Bears have as an element for the officials.
Well, and that's a camera that aims right down the sideline, so the angle won't lie.
Starring, and Richardson bumps him out of bounds after a game. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 men on the line of scrimmage. Grogan to Morgan. Is he in bounds? Yes. Starring. Almost intercepted by Mike Richardson. A flag is down.
Almost an inner rage along that sideline, but that and disbelief.
Robert Weathers hit by. 2nd and 2. Dent was offside. They'll go through the play. Derek Ramsey to the 28. Flags down. In the 3rd quarter. Bad leg and all. Grogan
Separated beautifully without him.
Richardson again getting a hand on a pass intended for Stanley Morgan. Going back to Al Harris and Todd Bell, the two Bears, two starters, two outstanding players. A minute of the 3rd quarter, 44-3. We'll give you a word on the injury to McMahon in a moment. There's Weathers, who twisted down by Wilbur Marshall, who was a #1 pick, and he's hurt.
They got a second opinion happily, and they said a couple of weeks rest would do it, which was true.
First down from the 18. That ball is down when Grogan touched it down at the 30. 4th quarter. Patriots, their deepest drive, appear to be an offside Bears, and Mosi Tutupu. That's the first time he's been in the backfield. Then the Boston Patriots 51-10. Morgan, and Stanley Morgan has 1st and goal at the 8. And a weapon. Ooh. Grogan throws it away. Tutupu had 2. Morgan, and he's down for a loss. In case you're wondering, get the Patriots off the hook on 3rd and goal. Misses Stanley. But they get it. Irving Fryer. First time they've thrown to him today, and Fryer clutches the Patriots' only touchdown. Or actually made the block. Derek Ramsey, another fumble, and the Bears have it at the 43-yard line. Or are they going to rule that an incomplete pass?
No, it's a fumble.
Mike Singletary, when you hear the popping, you know he's right around it. But it was Sean Gale who delivered the blow, and Singletary covered the ball.
Sean Gale doesn't get many chances except in the long yardage. He takes advantage of it here as you look from high above. Good pass by Grogan to his tight end across the middle. But watch the hit by Sean Gale right here. Head on the football. Nowhere to go. Singletary, so alert, picks it up.
Here's Gale again as Ramsey comes out, gets the ball, and gets Gale. Boy, I mean, we've seen it
early. Took them out of some of their game plan offensively.
Tight end was injured on the first scrimmage play. Another intercept on his way. Tim Morrissey to the 5-yard line. Jim Morrissey, the rookie from Michigan State. The guys fill in quickly. Grogan looking for Starring, and good coverage by Reggie Phillips.
The whole game.
44-10, the Bears. 46-10, the Bears. He was down, whistled at safety, Chicago. Henry Waxter from Nebraska. And I know you can see how endearing he is, and for him to do what he's done on offense has really captured the country. Grogan under pressure has to throw. Intended for Fryer.